Hi, welcome to Get a Clue, Casual Gamer, where we get a clue, C-L-U-E, about a game. C for components, what are you going to find when you open that box? L for length, how long does this game take to play? U for uniqueness, does this game remind me of another? And E for ease, how easy is this to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find and how easy is it on my pocketbook? Today we're going to be looking at the game Trekking the World. Now you notice it still has its shrink wrap on it because I decided I was going to treat it like I treated all of its sister games. I have done a video at a friend's house for trekking the national parks because she owns that game and I've played that game with her, but I don't actually own it. But it's a great game, and if you're interested in national parks in the United States, and I think there might be one or two in Canada, I can't remember. Anyway, if you're interested in that theme, it's a wonderful game, and I do have a Get a Clue video on that I did earlier this year. And then, of course, this same company just came out with Trekking Through History, and I have done a video on that one, my unboxing video on that one, where I literally received it because it was a Kickstarter for me. And so I opened the Kickstarter box and everything here on Get a Clue Casual Gamer. And then most recently they came out with the game Her Story, and I did an from shrink wrap opening of Her Story. So I thought, now Trekking the World has been out for a couple years. It came out in 2020 and it has been on my wish list forever, at least 2 years. But finally, of course, Cyber Monday, I broke down and I ordered it on Cyber Monday because it was 40% off that day. And so it finally got a little bit closer to my range, and I know I love the games this company has been putting out, and so I decided I would get it. Now, I've got my trusty box cutter, and we are going to get a clue about this game, Trekking the World. Like I said, it came out in 2020, and it plays 2 to 5 players. It plays in 30 to 60 minutes. All 4 of these games play in about 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how many people are playing. Because the more people, a little bit longer game. And now, there we go. The shrink wrap is off. And I'm going to open this box and see what's inside. Now, I do know that it plays very similar to Trekking the National Parks and not similar to Trekking Through History and Her Story. But if you've ever played Trekking the National Parks, you will recognize a lot of the mechanisms and the way of playing this game from that one. Okay, so we have Underdog Games, has a nice little thing and has a QR code so you can see how to play with the QR code. And then we have an ad for all the different Underdog games. Of course, it's Trekking the National Parks is here, Trekking the World is here. This is before Trekking Through History and Her Story came out, so they're not listed there. And then we have the rule book for Trekking the World. We have a cute cloth, a canvas type of bag. And then, let's see, next is the board itself. And it is shaped, curved like this so that it reflects and looks like, kind of like a world map. And it's going to take a while to open it all up. There we go. It's a big board. Big board. Like I say, it's a big board. It's the whole world. But opens and closes very easily. Very good, very thick chipboard. And the outer bit is overlapped and everything, so it's a nice finish on the edge, on the regular edges. Okay, and then we have, this is something that is very similar. I recognize this kind of aspect from Trekking Through History, where they have a cover to the insert. Now things have shifted in there, but they don't shift out. They don't fall out, which I like. And this whole insert can come out. Okay, and then you have the bottom of the box. So let's see what's in this insert. Okay, take the cover off. I'm going to grab the rule book because it'll tell me the components. Okay, it has the board, map board, the bag. Okay, then we have 5 suitcase mats. I will say these are a little bit thicker than good linen finish playing cards. A little bit thicker than them, but they have that linen finish to them. But they aren't chipboard. They are a very thick card stock, but like playing cards, but thicker. Similar finish. We have, these are the score pad. We have a score pad here. And then we have all of the destination cards. There's 48 destination cards for, let's see, or are these are the Trek cards. Okay, we have the destination cards, places you're going to go, and that does include Canada. Okay, and then these are the Trek cards. They'll give you where you can go and when you can go. Okay, and then you have the 4 most souvenir tiles, so you get the most souvenirs in a different category. Most postcards, most clothing, most figurines, and most crafts. That's that, and that will go back and forth between people. You'll have the tokens, the VP tokens, points. You have the souvenir cubes. Okay, so the different colors represent a different souvenir. And on the player mats, you see the 4 different types of souvenirs, and once you hit 2, then you can get you get the card saying you have the most of, until somebody else gets 3 of it, and then they get the card back from you. And these cards are a very thick chipboard, very good chipboard. Okay, and then there's this, which will have the these tokens will be in here. The 3s will be on one side, the 5s on the other side. And when the cards are laid out to pick from, if you've when I get to Unique, I'm going to try and remember to remind you of another game that has something similar to that. Okay, I think that is it. That's everything that's inside of this board thingy, this insert. Okay, so let me put the top back on, and then we're done with components. Oh, I need to put the player mats back in. Player mats back in. I'm going to just slide them in because doesn't look like they really have a specific place. Trekking Through History is very much a specific place for specific things. But, oh, maybe they go right there. Do they fit right there? I think they do. Okay. And I like how it snaps on. It snaps on. It's a good thing there. Okay. Get my cards out. Put this away. Get it out of the way. So that we can talk about the rest of this. Okay. Hold on. I got this, and we got the board, and then we have the rules and the cover, and I'll put the cover on that later. Okay, so Trekking the World. Those were the components. Length of play, 30 to 60 minutes. They all tend to play 30 to 60 minutes. It plays 2 to 5 players. Okay? So it's not a long game, but it's a long enough game so that you feel like you've had, you've done something. It's not one of those quick filler games. It's a real game without going too long. Uniqueness. Okay, that 3 and 5 token thing reminds me of, if you've ever played Century Spice Road or Century Golem. You have the gold and silver coins that if you pick the first card, if you get the first card, you get the coin that's above one of the coins that it's above it. That's the same concept here. And in Trekking Through History, you get the elements depending on which card you get and everything. So that is very similar in that way. Mass market wise, I can't think of a game that has that kind of concept to it. But Century Spice Road is the one that came to mind the moment I saw that aspect. I went, oh, that's like Century. So Uniqueness, like I mentioned before, Trekking the World plays very similar to Trekking the National Parks. They are sister games. There are a couple things that are different, but for the most part, if you've ever played Trekking the National Parks, Trekking the World will be very easy for you to pick up. Very easy. Let's see. Ease. E for ease. How easy is it to learn, teach, play? How easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? Okay, well, it's like they remind you, watch the video. It's like the how to play video. But anyway, here's the object of the game and the setup. There you go. The whole setup. There it is. Okay. Big picture. I love pictures of setups. Then it's got playing the game. You move and you choose. Those are the things you can do during your turn. And this is what a move looks like. And a choose. Oh, there's the choose. You move, you choose. And the end of the game. I mean, you can't get much quicker and simpler than that. It is not an ultra complicated game at all. If you have been, even if you've never played any hobby game before, but you've only played mass market games, but you've loved mass market games and you've loved playing games as you know throughout the years, this is one of those games that you can pick up very quickly. Watch the video, look at the instruction book. It is very user-friendly, and the game is a very easy game to step into the hobby, and extremely well made, good quality. This company makes Underdog games. Every time I say Underdog, all I can think of is Underdog. I'm old. The cartoon. But Underdog Games makes very well made games. All the trekking games and the Her Story games, excellently made. How easy is it on your pocketbook? Retail is $50. All of them are $50 each. But right now, on Cyber Monday, it was on sale and had a $10 coupon. Right now on Amazon and on their Underdog's website, you have the $10 off coupon still. So right now, you could get it for $40. And that is how easy is it on your pocketbook? for the quality, if you're looking for a good game. And I didn't point it out because I'm just opening it up here, but just like all their other games, one side of the card, the location card, is the basic, we're going to Niagara Falls. I'm looking at the corner of the map here that I'm looking at right here. We got Niagara Falls. We're going to Niagara Falls. So on the Niagara Falls card, if you turn it over, it's got all kinds of information about Niagara Falls. And all of these locations all around the world, there will be on the reverse of the card, one side is for the playing of the game and the other side has information about that location. Tracking the national parks is all national park information. Trekking the world is all these cities and location information. Trekking through history is all historical information, and her story is all information about that particular woman in history. So they're excellent games. Personally, I believe they are well worth the cost, but they are an investment. Though nowadays you can pay $30 for or more for Monopoly, and it never changes how you play, and the quality is not good. This, on the other hand, well made, good quality, and so there you have it. You got a clue about the game Trekking the World. Beautiful artwork as well. Excellent. So until next time, happy gaming, and God bless you and your family. And we're getting really close to Christmas. Merry Christmas. Bye.